Ando tranquilo, siempre a millón, y mis zapatos son un pitón. Ando tranquilo, siempre a millón, y mis zapatos son un pitón. Mañana. You put the AC down, but the soul is cruel. It's cruel over here. Buenas tardes a todos mis amigos y familiares aquí a través de esta plataforma de YouTube, ¿verdad? Me siento muy feliz, me siento muy contento. La verdad oh my God, man, like, it's insane. I wanna cry. It was a lot of sacrifice that I do for my body, you know. I'm trying to keep my body in a really good shape. And I saw the results, you know. In this week, 2 people already told me, "Oh yeah, you look like really good. You look like in a good shape, you know." I feel so blessed. I feel so good, you know? Porque Dios me ha dado la oportunidad. Dios me ha dado la oportunidad de poder, ¿verdad? De poder llevar mi cuerpo a otro extremo. De poder cumplir, ¿verdad? Con esas expectativas que siempre he tenido acerca del cambio físico que he necesitado hacer para mi propio bien. Y gracias a Dios que lo he cumplido, ¿verdad? Poco a poco lo he ido cumpliendo, ¿verdad? Y me siento muy feliz, me siento muy contento, la verdad, porque Dios, pues, primeramente vamos a poner a Dios sobre todas las cosas, porque Dios en su infinita misericordia me da la fuerza todos los días, every single day, to wake up early in the morning and continue with my routine, you know. 2 hours exercise every single day, 2 hours of exercise. I've been doing that like for a little while right now, and I want to keep it like that, you know. I know for many people it's super difficult, you know, based on the time, you know, and that's the main thing that I always have to deal with it, because I have to sacrifice my morning time, you know, my morning sleep, to be able to go to the gym. And I don't want to be rude with you, you know, like, I just want to put myself like an example, to have that consistency, to have that mentality, to have those goals, you know. Because you can be rich and you can be whatever, you know. You can be wealthy in your life, but I think the most important thing that you can have is your healthy, you know, is how your body feels. I feel today I work out at the gym. My legs, I do legs today, just legs, nothing else. Legs straight, almost 2 hours. The first 30 minutes in the treadmill, and the other hour and a half training my legs. It was exhausting. It was crazy, it was so painful. But I take the decision to be in pain, to pay the price, to be able to sacrifice the morning sleep, to be able to wake up from my bed, and say, you know what, fuck this bag. I'm sorry, excuse me for my French. Excuse me for my French. I don't want to be rude, but it's the truth, like it's not a head no, I told to my body, like, get the hell out of that bed, get you out ready, and wake up and go to the gym. I'm not gonna tell you like, oh yeah, that's super easy to do, like everybody can do. Like, no, not everybody can do it. Like, not everybody is willing to pay the price. I don't know you. I don't know if you are willing to pay the price to wake up, early in the morning. I had the consistency, I had the discipline. And I'm talking a lot about myself, about my discipline, about what is my goal for the future. Probably I want to be a personal trainer. I don't know, like I can be a personal trainer over here in the YouTube channel, making life every single day, and you guys support me, like you guys come train with me for free. You don't even have to pay, to training. Like, I'm gonna give you my tips. I'm gonna tell you what to eat, what to not eat. Like, first of all, you have to control your diet, because 20% is the gym and 80% is what you should eat. One time I hear these people like, oh yeah, I'm training every single day. I go to the gym. I never lost weight. Yeah, you don't lose weight because you don't have control on your mouth. You don't have control what you eat. And it's hard. The other day I hear two people talking about in the sauna, because sometimes, I do my section, sauna section, like 15 minutes at the sauna, and I'm sweating like crazy. I'm sweating like a donkey. But the thing that I want to tell you about this, because I hear two friends talking about, how hard it is to eat the junk food, like chips, takis, and whatever, any junk food. So like, oh yeah, like I can come to the gym and you know what, brother, to be honest with you, the hardest part, to quit is the alcohol. That's why he said the alcohol is the most hardest thing that I had, that I can live. And like, thanks God he's still going to the gym, like, but addictions are horrible. Drug addiction are horrible. Believe me, drug addiction, alcohol, and all that stuff is horrible. Very hard to live. But you have to have that determination, you have to have that goal, you have to have that mind to be able to say, you know what, I'm quitting. I'm quitting the alcohol. Because the alcohol is not good for your health. Sooner or later you're gonna be ending like sick by the alcohol, So you have to thinking about it, you have to think about that. Or you stop drinking alcohol, or the doctor are gonna tell you, you know what, you have to be under medication because your liver is not working no more. It kind of sucks though. And that is another way to suffering, and that's the way that you choose suffering like that. The way that I choose to suffering is sacrifice my sleep, sacrifice everything, that it is bad for me to eat, and sacrifice the sodas and all that stuff. By the way, today I'm drinking a Coca-Cola, like, I feel bad because I drink it that way. But at the same time, I say, no, yeah, tomorrow morning I'm gonna be burning like 500 calories, and I'm willing to do it for sure. I can guarantee you that. So, like I say, the choice the thing that I chose how to suffering is waking up early in the morning, leave my bed before 4, around 3:55. I wake up, turn off my alarm, get my stuff ready, take a shower before I go to the gym, put, whatever that I have to wear, and go. And I saw everybody in the bed sleeping, my wife sleeping, like she looks so sweet right there. But let me tell you something, when you don't sacrifice time, you're not gonna be able to complete your goals. If you are fat, if you are a fat boy, a fat girl, let me tell you something. If you don't sacrifice those tortillas, if you don't sacrifice those burritos, if you don't sacrifice those hamburgers, if you don't sacrifice those hash brown, those French fries, you're not gonna be able to lose anyway. And let me tell you something. I think this is sad, but the truth, And I don't want to say it, but I had to. When you are overweight, I'm not gonna say the word. When you are overweight, even the clothes, it don't match you good. Why? Because you don't have, you don't have the body, to be able to wear, like a normal clothes. You always have to wear like a XX, or 2X, or 3X, or 5X. I don't know, 7X. Who knows? Yeah, bro. But forget about how the clothes is looking your body. Worry about this. You're healthy. You're healthy is the most important thing. God given us this body, and He say that we have to take care of our bodies. God say in the Bible, that we have to take care of our bodies. How are we gonna take care of our body? Like doing exercise, eating healthy, have less stress, forget all those candies, all that sugar, all this, all that, the bread, the tortilla, or whatever, tacos, rejecting all those bad stuff, because in the end of the day, all those things, they're gonna put you on medication. And I know it's not easy. It's not easy at all, because the food is like a kind of drug. You turn to be so addicting to eating bad food, to eating like really bad. Your body always gonna ask you for that sugar. Your body is always gonna ask you for all that trash, all those bad habits. But you have to have, the willpower to say, what, I'm gonna put myself together, and now I'm gonna change my lifestyle. I take that decision like 6 months ago to change my lifestyle, and I did it. And I'm going step by step. I'm showing to you guys my body change. I'm showing my progress. And I don't care, because I still have a little bit of tummy. My stomach is like kind of big still, but I don't care. But I want to show you guys that that we can do it, that I can do it. If I can do it, you can do it too. So it's decision. Todo es para una decisión. Everything is about the decision. Todo es tomar una decisión. Tú decides cómo vivir tu vida. ¿Quieres vivir tu vida al despilfarrando tus horas, despilfarrando tus minutos en comer, despilfarrando tu dinero, despilfarrando todo, ¿verdad? Tus horas de sueño en nada más sin ningún sentido, ¿verdad? Para mí no tiene ningún valor eso. Mas sin embargo, vemos personas que nos hemos dado cuenta que lo más importante es la salud, y hemos comenzado a cambiar un estilo de vida, a hacer un estilo de vida diferente. Por ejemplo, yo me veía anteriormente bien gordo, todo el tiempo me dolían los huesos, aquel dolor, así como me sentía como bad, mi carne me dolían mis músculos, las patas, las manos, everything I was in pain. Because all that sugar that I used to eat, eating tortillas, rice, all the bad stuff that you can imagine, tamales, mole, and all the, all those crazy things. I never been worried about what I eat. And that's what I get, like 220 pounds. So, and that's what I be, overweight. That was my weight before I started to the gym. 220 pounds. And that's not normal. That's not normal. And I say in my mind, man, I cannot be like this. I cannot be like this anymore. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be fat. I don't want to see my clothes, like they don't fit me. Because sometimes, my clothes, my clothes that it used to fit me like super good, In that time, I put my clothes on and I don't find out the way how to, cómo se iba a ver bien. Believe me or not, I thinking about my life. I thinking about my health. Y pensaba sobre mi salud. Miren, antes de ir al gimnasio, porque yo sé que todavía tengo barriga y estoy trabajando en eso, esto es lo que cuesta. Pesaba 220 libras. Créanlo o no, si lo quieren creer, bueno, y si no también. ¿Cómo sentía el dolor en mis piernas, el peso? Todos los días era un dolor en la espalda, dolor en las piernas, en los pies, en los brazos, en mis músculos, como que tenía pedazos de piedra corriendo por dentro de mi cuerpo. Así de mal me sentía. Y comenzamos, ¿verdad?, yendo a jugar tenis, a pickleball. Es como algo como el tenis, yo no sé cómo se dice eso en invierno. Y comenzamos por las tardes, después me inscribí, después iba al gimnasio de la comunidad todas las mañanas. Y después me inscribí, ¿verdad?, al gimnasio. Ahora sí me quiero inscribir al gimnasio. Comenzando entre gimnasio y pickleball, tenía esa inconstancia. A veces iba, a veces no iba, a veces iba, a veces no iba, súper inconstante. Y pues obviamente cuando tú eres una persona inconstante, no vas a ver, no vas a mirar, ¿verdad?, progreso. Pero dije yo, no tengo que estar así de inconstante, porque si sigo inconstante, la verdad, no voy a llegar a ningún sitio. No voy a llegar a ningún Pereira. Y comencé a hacer algo en mi mente, ¿verdad?, trabajar mentalmente y decir, ok, en la tarde, ya que salen las niñas de la escuela, no tengo chance de ir al gimnasio. A veces tengo appointment con los clientes, llego a las 7 a la casa, a las 8 a veces, y digo, no, pues no voy a tener chance, porque por lo menos quiero estar viendo a mi esposa aunque sea una hora, ¿verdad?, antes de que ellos duerman. So dije yo, no voy a tener chance en la tarde. Pero dije yo, en la mañana, in the morning, it's gonna be hard to sacrifice those 2 hours. Oh man, that was a hard decision. I've been thinking. Okay, en la tarde no tengo tiempo. In the afternoon I don't have time. But in the morning, around 3:55, waking up, getting ready, and heading to the gym around 4. Oh my gosh, 4 o'clock in the morning is the best dream. You guys don't gonna let me lie, 4 o'clock in the morning is the best dream. I mean, it's the best, it's the best 2 hours to go sleep. 4 o'clock. You sleep in like so deep in the hours. And I said, oh my God, I don't want to sacrifice that time. I don't want to. Wow, that's the only way that I can lose weight. That's the only way that I can start building my body. So like, okay, let's try. Let me try this. Let me try to. I said, fuck it, man. I need to sacrifice sometimes. Even if my wife gets mad that I don't think she get mad, but I had to do it by my own. I want to do things for my own body. I told her too. She had to sacrifice sometimes, and she can go to the gym. I'm willing to help her all the time. But I don't know. Hopefully in the future she's going to be able to. It's insane. Getting older, you don't want to do nothing for your body. It's crazy. So my mind and my body was fighting together about to waking up in the morning. I said, no, fuck no. I had to sacrifice. I had to do sacrifice. I had to pay the price. Everybody had to pay the price. Tenemos que pagar el precio. Yo no sé qué precio tú tienes que pagar. Mírame mis ojeras. That means I don't sleep 8 hours. I sleep only 6 hours. But when I tell you that I sleep 6 hours, I sleep really good. So as soon as I get home, because all the workout that I do in the morning and all the work that I do in my normal hour job, they're ending, doing so much exercise on my body, my body go like super tired. And I like it because I saw results. I saw that I lost some weight. And now I'm gonna stop to the store and buy me a cleaning. I need a colon cleaning. I'm gonna clean my colon because I don't know what's going on, but I do every 6 months. I'm cleaning my colon every 6 months, and today is the day that I'm gonna do it. Hopefully everything's going good. I don't want to be pooping everywhere. I don't want to be pooping everywhere in the night, but I'm gonna drink it. For sure, I'm gonna drink that thing today. So, clean your colon too. You need some colon cleaning, then have some good recipes to clean your colon. So I say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna start doing that thing. Wake up early in the morning, going to the gym. And I did it. The first day was hard. The first day that I go to the gym early in the morning, it was so hard. Like, oh my God, I feel so sleepy. Second day, it was hard too. Third day, it was hard. Fourth day was hard. The 5th day was hard. The 7th day was hard. And today was hard too. So, every day is gonna be hard. Don't worry. The only thing that you have to have is that decision. Is that, that willpower to be able to do your exercise even if it's hard for you. Because when you start doing something extraordinary in your mind, everything is gonna change in your body. Believe in that. Sacrifice yourself. Be able to pay the price to be able to make changes in your life. I saw a lot of people that, they be so exciting one day, like, yeah, hell yeah, I do this, I do that, I working out, I running, I doing, like jumping, like frogs and whatever, 4 to 5 days, they quit. It's sad. But there's many people like that around the world. because even if they know, that they need exercise to be able to be in shape, to be able to be healthy again, they don't want to pay the price. They prefer to pay the doctor to put them in medicine to be able to live. And I don't want that. I don't want to be paid. I prefer to pay to the gym $20 a month, sacrifice my time, and be healthy to be able to join my life without pills. That is the main thing that I want. But yeah, the pill is gonna make you feel good for a little bit. Yeah, the pills, that the doctor gonna give you, gonna make you, feel like strong again. But soon as the fat pass, you're gonna feel like shit again. And the good thing for the gym is because when you train and you're feeling like shit, but when your body is resting, you feel like a strong person. You feel like a new person. Basically, shower after you finish your workout, you're gonna feel really good. Shower with a cool water. Don't shower with the hot water. I'm recommending that. Just shower with a cool water, and you're gonna be able to enjoy your day like so fresh. So that thing, that happening. There's a lot of people like that. They started like with a lot of action. But when they see, that the gym is not easy at all, and they say, hell no, the gym is not for me. I prefer to eat sandwiches. I prefer to eat hot dogs. I prefer to eat hamburgers. That's easier. And I don't waste that much energy. That's why that's why you fat, because you don't waste no energy. You accumulating energy, more and more and more, and your body gonna be like gonna be exploding because you got way too much energy. So hay que ser constantes en la vida, en todas nuestras áreas. Miren, créanme amigos, he tratado de una manera tan extrema de poder cambiar mi estilo, my lifestyle. He tratado de una manera tan extrema de cambiar my lifestyle because I want to be an example that we can change our own bodies, that we can change our own lifestyle, that we can show to the people around the world that we can do whatever we want and everything is in their mind. Todo está en la mente. Recuerda lo que yo te estoy diciendo ahora mismo. Mira, te voy a contar una historia. Yo estuve yendo al gimnasio, uno de los gimnasios más famosos de los Estados Unidos, y ahí entrenaron algunos de los más grandes físico-culturistas de nuestra era, nuestra historia. Estoy hablando de Arnold Schwarzenegger, estoy hablando de Ronnie Coleman y algunos otros más. Y yo entrenaba en ese gimnasio como en el 2020. Every single day I go to the gym. Every single day going to the gym. Every single day. Every single freaking day going to the gym, to that gym. And one día, ¿verdad? Que fui a entrenar, me acuerdo. Yo vivía en el condado de Douglas, estado de Georgia, como yendo para Alabama. Te voy a decir la anécdota que yo me llevé de una persona. Siempre he levantado bastante peso, me ha gustado practicar bastante la fuerza, y en este caso trabajaba muy fuerte lo que era pecho, lo que era biceps, back, triceps, quadriceps y todo. platicando con un compañero del gimnasio. Lo miré. He was a huge. He was like all buff, like very, very strong. Very strong, and I was not that strong. I was like a normal size. I have a lot of strength. I have a lot of power. I'm strong. But let me tell you what's going on that day, and I'm learning this from him. He told me, and I'm asking him because he lifted out like dumbbell, 95 pounds. He put those 95 pounds to the dumbbell, and he started doing some triceps like this with 95 pounds in the back, And I told him, how you do that, how you do that? And he told me, everybody can do it. Everything is in your mind. Is your mind saying that you can do it, you're gonna do it, no matter what. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. 2 days later, I started doing the same thing that what he doing, like lifted up 95 pounds, start doing triceps with my 2 hands like this. Wow. And I know our mind have a lot of powers, Since in that day, I always say everything is in our mind. If your mind says you're gonna be rich, you're gonna be rich. If your mind says you're gonna go to the gym every single day, you're gonna go to the gym every single day. Don't let your body control yourself. Don't let your body control everything on you. Don't let your body control your emotion. Let your mind take control of your body, and then you're gonna be successful, and then you're gonna be able to work out, and then you're gonna be able to not quit the exercise. Y así nunca vas a quitear, así nunca vas a rendirte. Cuando tu mente toma el control de tu cuerpo, las cosas cambian. Sí. Esto es como las personas que les gusta hacer ayuno. Mira, yo soy cristiano, soy creencia cristiana, y este ejemplo que te voy a poner tiene mucho que ver. They have a lot of sense what I'm gonna say right now. So, yo soy cristiano, creyente cristiano, y te voy a decir una cosa. Esto es como cuando un cristiano decide hacer ayuno. When the Christian takes this decision to fasting. Hey, let me tell you, fasting is not easy. It's not easy at all. You sacrifice that day for your Lord, for Jesus. And let me tell you something. Like you can cut off of your body everything. But if you cut it out their food, you're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be suffering. You're gonna feel hungry, and then your body is gonna be starting fighting against your brain. So same thing when you had the decision to say, okay, I wanna go to the gym. I wanna go to the gym. And you might say, you have to change your body. You have to change your mentality. You have to change your lifestyle. You have to change the lifestyle that you've always been drinking alcohol. You have to change the lifestyle that you're always eating junk food. You have to change the lifestyle on yourself, because your mind is gonna be the key to be able to change how you do in your life. Simple as that. Simple as that. You feel me? You get me? And that's how it is, you know. Everything is a decision. Everything is in our mind. And you say, okay, you know, I'm gonna take this decision and I'm gonna do it because, you know, I had the willpower. And, you know, it doesn't matter if my body wants it or not. I'm gonna do it because I wanted to be in that place. Es lo mismo que yo hago todas las mañanas. Es luchar con mi cuerpo. Mi cuerpo dice, ah, qué rica la cama, man. Oh, the bed is so good. Oh, pillow. Oh, look at the worm. You know, like it's cold outside. Don't go. Stay here, sleepy. Like, oh yeah, your body's crumble to be able to stay in the bed. But when you had that decision, when you had that willpower, and when you had that, you know, say like, fuck that. I'm gonna go to the gym. What is the word for today? Gym. What is the word for today? Gym. G-I-N. Gym. Don't worry about anything else. Oh no, well, worry about your family, you know. So you worry about your family, start going to the gym, because if you go to the gym, you're gonna have a longer life. Longer life that you're gonna be enjoying with your family, you know. Start doing that. Do it for your family, though. Do it for your family, bro. Do it for your family, girl. You know, that girl, they always be like, oh, I cannot lose weight. I cannot lose weight. I cannot lose weight. I cannot lose weight. Yeah, you thinking like that all the time, you're never gonna be losing weight. You're always gonna be fat. Because you like, your mindset is that, you know, like, oh yeah, let me eat some. Let me eat pasta. Let me eat this. Let me eat that. Yeah, I don't want to sacrifice nothing, you know. Yeah, I feel good in my bed. Don't disturb my sleep. Like, that's why you're fat. That's why you're always gonna be fat. Because you don't have the willpower to change your freaking mind. We have to change our mind. 100% I can guarantee you, you set your mind to be able to have a goal to say, yes, I want to lose 30 pounds. And I say, I'm talking about not using anything, you know, like straight off. Look, I'm not using no creatine. I use it sometimes, yes, creatine. I use some, I do my protein shake sometimes too. But I don't use it all the time. But let me tell you something. I have my mind set up because I want to be the first person to make a good message for the people. Many people are dying for obesity over here in the United States because those people, some of them, they have diabetes. Many of those people have, you know, like heart problems because they have, you know, overweight. We have to take care, you know, ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to live different. You know, we have to live different. We have to change our mindset. Tenemos que dejar de ser fluctuantes. Tenemos que evitarnos, escuchen bien lo que les voy a decir, evitarnos esos problemas de salud y mantener nuestros cuerpos en condiciones saludables, en condiciones fuertes, en condiciones que podamos decir, okay, yeah, my body is strong. I've been training my body for this many years, and I feel good and I look good, and I want to keep it just like that. I want to keep it like that. Let's make it happen, bro. Let's make it happen, bro. Start doing something. Don't be lazy. Don't be lay down in your bed waiting, like, oh yeah, if I lay down in my bed, yeah, I'm gonna be losing weight. You're never gonna lose weight like that. If you don't go to the gym, okay, but don't eat it way too much. If you don't go to the gym, okay, but don't eat it junk food. If you don't go to the gym, it's okay, but trying to take care of what you eat. If you don't have the time to train it, just eat less. See how much you weigh and see, and start doing something for your weight. Don't be crazy, Don't just think like, oh yeah, with a lot of grease, with all this fatness that I have, I look good. Don't think like that. To be honest, I used to have that, like that problem when I see myself in the mirror. I look ugly. I look ugly before. I used to look ugly, I have a lot of stomach. I'm fat. So like, wow. Your whole thing changed. And just don't do it just for aesthetics, do it for your health. That's the more important thing. That's the more important thing. Do it for your health. Do it for you, for your family. You know what I mean? Make it, man. Let's make it happen. Don't be crazy. Don't be thinking that everything is good. But well, okay, my friends. Take care. Have a good day. And we're gonna be talking later. I'm about to go.